Hey, Cheap Seats, episode 75, I believe. Three quarters of the way to 100. Bryce, were you in last?
No, I was not here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so now you're back.
Yep.
We just did our fantasy draft for our league on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's happened. I will say we are like 2 weeks out now from the start of the NFL season. Less than 2 weeks technically. Oh no, maybe no, like a week technically. Yeah, so Ravens Chiefs on Thursday, Packers Eagles Friday. So shit's ramping up, man. I'm
Damn time.
I'm excited. Did you see the prediction for the Packers and Eagles game? Like the
Mhm.
NFL, they have like 10 analysts usually predict who's
I
going
guess
to
they have
win
us
it.
losing.
Yeah, they have 8 to 10 of the analysts pick the Eagles to win. That's insane. I feel like are the Packers really that like
They're not that
slept
bad,
on this year?
I guess.
Because maybe my bias is showing, but I feel like even if you ask the typical person, like I feel like the Packers are pretty.
Packers could easily whoop the Eagles, dude.
Do people forget that the Eagles last year like fell apart in
Yeah,
the
at the end of the
playoffs?
year.
At the end of the year too, yeah. Like those last chain of a couple of games, they just like fell apart, and then the
Terrible.
playoffs they shit the bed
Yeah,
against
shit it hard.
the Buccaneers. So
Yeah, Baker Mayfield.
yeah, and the Packers played like very good football at the end of the year, and they only got better. Which I guess you could say the Eagles got better too because they got Saquon, which does make them better. But I don't know, man. It's like kind of up
I
in
don't
the air
know
for
if
me.
This is just Saquon had good line.
Yes.
Okay.
Had
I
to
don't. I don't. I didn't keep up on the Giants line, but I don't feel like they lost a lot of their linemen. I feel like progressively
don't
over the
think so.
years they just started to get sloppier and sloppier.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't think that it's either they got sloppier or Saquon, forgot how to not forgot, but like starting to get slow maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
You get hammered so much, you get pretty fucking body gets
yeah,
tired.
he was pretty injury prone, but it's a whole like chicken and the egg situation of like, well, was it because the line was bad? That's why Saquon's so injury prone, or is it just that Saquon's injury prone and it's not the
True.
line's fault, or
True.
what is it? You can't really figure it out. But I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be better with the Eagles. They know how to scheme him up a little bit better.
Yeah.
I will say that Greg is a coward. All right, he's a coward because this fucking guy, Greg listens to these, and I know this. So, Greg, I told you this when we drafted, the night we drafted. But do you remember last year his whole gripe with Saquon, where he was like, "Oh, I'm trade. Does anyone want Saquon? I'm trading him immediately. All he does is ever get injured. I'm never drafting Saquon again. I can't stand Saquon. He sucks."
Yeah.
And then
Very distinctly.
so we're sitting there with everyone on Sunday night as I get my leg tangled on the cord. But we're sitting there on Sunday night drafting. It gets to Greg's pick in the first round, and his face gets beat red as he's sitting there. And then people are jokingly saying, "Greg, can you draft Saquon?" He's like, "Well, I'll tell you what." He's like, "I can't believe I'm going to do this. But I think," and he drafts, and I'm like, I immediately go, "Greg, you fucking coward. You coward. You said for so long that Saquon is terrible and that you're not going to take him ever again because it's so injury prone.
Such a
And
hypocritical
you just
move.
ate your words. What
Ate
you
that fucking bullet hard.
the bullshit. Bullshit?
Bullshit?
Bullshit you've been spewing for the
There you
past
go.
year. You are now consuming that again and just being like, "Well, actually, none of that. I didn't mean any of that."
That's just terrible.
Going back on his word. I can't believe that.
Fucking A, Greg. Unbelievable, Greg.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize that. I completely forgot. Till you
Yeah.
brought it up.
Yeah, but we were all sitting there and I'm like, he's not going to do it, is he?
Oh, he
He
did.
did. He fucking did. I couldn't believe it. Cameron was about ready to take my fucking head off for drafting Bijan. He was pissed that I took him. And you don't know what the funny thing was about me drafting Bijan too? I had like going into that draft, I had no intention on taking Bijan. It's just kind of that like it's just how the board fell.
Yeah, it's
I
like
was like,
he's here. I could use him pretty well.
yeah, I just like I talked myself into him like for the half minute it took me to make the pick. I was just like, different offensive coach this year. They got Kirk Cousins now. I mean, it might work out better for him because I was like, well, Arthur Smith didn't know how to use him, but I'm like, he's a pretty athletic pass catching back, and like they got a different coach now, and things are going to change. Yeah, sure, Bijan. And it's really just how the board fell because Nick took St. Brown at 1. I was honestly kind of looking at St. Brown at 3, but he took him at 1, so I was like, all right, that's out the window. And then I was like, I don't know if I stick with Jefferson if I get to him because now they don't have a quarterback, and is he going to stay healthy? And then Mason took Jefferson at 2, so
Wait, so Nick took Amon-Ra first round?
yeah, he took Amon-Ra first round.
That's seems a little wild to me.
Well, it would be wild, but also like a lot of the keepers that we have are all first rounders pretty much.
I suppose.
Well, a lot of people got him second round at a first round value.
Well, I got Amon-Ra last year in like the third or like the
Did you
fourth.
really? Yeah, but his value went. He was so good last year that his value went through the roof, though.
That's
the
true.
thing.
It's true.
But you basically got McCaffrey at a second round value. I mean, you gave the 10th pick for him, but that's a steal considering he's the 1-1 in like every fantasy draft.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's 100% roster, 100% play or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the draft results from this Sunday, and we can take a look here. So, yeah, so it came down to like with my third pick, Bijan was there, AJ Brown was there, who I was considering.
Oh, Nick took him 1-1. Wow.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson was there too, and Barkley I was kind of considering too, but I was sitting there, I was like, well, AJ Brown, a lot of mouths to feed in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Saquon Barkley. There's a
lot of talent there.
A lot of talent. And I guess the Falcons have a lot of talent too. But Bijan, they took him in the first round. They took him with the 8th pick, like the year prior. He's going to get a lot of work, I feel like. So, I mean, I'm not against
Well, that's why I took, what's the receiver I have from the Falcons? I'm blanking.
Receiver
Drake
from the
London.
Falcons, yes.
That's why I took London.
That's what it is. How the fuck do I scroll on here?
The little drag wheel on the side. See the bar on the side?
Yeah, but I want to go sideways.
Oh.
Fucking arrows. There we go. Oh, well, now it's dark. Get off of there. Jesus, sorry, technical difficulty, folks, because I'm special. We'll put it that way. So Cameron took Marvin Harrison in the first round. How do you feel about that one?
Honestly, it's kind of a bad look for Cameron there.
Do you think so?
I would have taken him maybe in the third.
Cameron's got a thing for drafting. Well,
he likes to do the underdogs. He likes to think he's getting a good pick.
He liked the rookies in the first round, which I can never get myself to. I at least like to kind of know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
In the first round, you want a little bit of like sample size, and like sure, Bijan's only a second-year guy, but
he has a lot more potential than you don't know what Marvin Harrison's gonna do.
And I feel like Marvin Harrison will be pretty good. But
there's always the risk.
You don't know how he's going to get utilized in the offense.
Yeah, he couldn't even be a touchdown back. He could just be a quick receiver back, guaranteed for first downs this year.
Well, we'll see what they do. I feel like Marvin.
Why the hell am I saying
receiver back?
Receiver back.
I feel like Marvin Harrison's going to be pretty good, and I hope the pick works out. I guess, but like. I don't know. I just have that's my personal gripe is because he did the same thing with taking Bijan in the first round last year, and he didn't get utilized as much as he thought he was going to. Personally, I think that was a waste of a first round pick. So he went with a lot different strategy this year, though, too. He went a lot more receiver heavy, which isn't bad, but Dyson took Jonathan Taylor in the first round. That's nice.
I'm still wary on Taylor.
Are you?
Yeah, after he fucked me the other year.
Yeah, but
it's the first though. Well, last year he still didn't do super hot.
He was good for me towards the tail end of the year.
Yeah, but like bad. You expect a first rounder to do good the whole year though.
That's true. Maybe
have an off here and there.
I did not have to pay shit for Taylor last year because Devin took him and then he dropped him for some reason. Rookie mistake. But
amateur.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, well, if you're just going to leave me Jonathan Taylor, I'll scoop him up, even if he wasn't like doing the hottest at the time. And it panned out okay. But I don't know. He got Mike Evans in the second round. Mike Evans, I think his value went up. I think I got him last year.
Yeah.
Like 4th or 5th round, but
yeah,
he's up higher.
Did I have him at one point last year?
No, I had him the whole year.
Before?
You might have had him the year before. Yeah, I think so. Because
he did good that year before.
He's good every year. That's why I kind of wanted him again.
Yeah, very good.
He's guaranteed like 1,000 yards receiving every year. I think he's had 12 seasons in a row with that.
The only pick that I kind of regret is Austin Eckler late.
Yeah, I feel you there.
I mean, it was. I don't know. I mean, McCaffrey, London, A-Chain.
I will say Pitts kind of worries me, Bryce. I'll be honest.
Well, there was no other good tight ends left.
That's fair.
There's like 3 good tight ends in the league.
Yeah. Well, you got Laporta, Hawkinson, and I got Kelsey. So,
Yeah.
but
Someone took Kittle.
maybe it'll be different this year, like the same reasoning I had for Bijan, that they have a different coach now this year.
Yeah.
So maybe
Well, you know
what
what?
it used,
The
but
more
I
I
feel like
look
we've
at
been
it,
saying that for years.
I'm not really that worried because I picked Eckler in the 10th round.
Yeah,
So
kind of a shot in the dark guy. And you got Musgrave too, a tight end
he's a
behind.
backup. So
Yeah, Musgrave.
I already dropped Jacoby Myers and Blake Corum because you have to have the fucking thing is weird because you can drop 15 people, but you can't.
Well, how did you have too much people in your roster?
I don't know.
I had like one empty roster spot.
No, I didn't. I had to drop.
What?
I had to drop 2 people to pick up a defense.
Why did it make you drop 2?
I don't know. I just dropped whatchamacallit on the bottom there. Blake Corum and my last pick, Jacoby Myers.
You had to drop your boy, Blake Corum.
I know.
Michigan alum. Unbelievable.
Sorry, man. If you're listening to this, I doubt you are, but I'm sorry.
Jacoby Myers probably won't do shit this year, but
no, that's why I picked him the very last pick of the draft.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to look at my kicker. Yeah, Kaimi Fairbairn. That's my kicker.
Oh, I also had a random pick. What did I pick for my trade? I had a random pick later on. Click on my name.
Yeah, let's go back to your name here and we'll take a look. Oh my god, this shit.
What are you doing?
Jesus Christ. Why is it so hard to operate your fucking web app, Sleeper? All right, hold up now. I'm gonna just, destroy my computer.
David Montgomery? I think I had him last year. He did really well.
Yeah, I remember you had Montgomery last year because we got into it about Gibbs and Montgomery. We were sitting here bitching at each other over it. I think. Oh wait,
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin is who you took extra too, which I don't hate. I like that pick.
Chris Godwin's a good backup for Mike Evans. So if Mike Evans is having a down game, Chris Godwin picks it up.
Yeah,
because he's the wide receiver too. Easy.
Yeah, and then I want to go over my roster here. I got Bijan at 1, second round on the swing. I got Travis Kelce.
You got Jameer at a good deal. Oh, wait, that was your keeper, though. So.
Yeah, Jameer was my keeper, so I'm glad I got 4th round value on him because most drafts he's going like
you would have been like
first.
Yeah, 2 or late 1, early 2.
Yeah, so good value on Gibbs. Travis Kelce, we'll see if he continues to be good. It seems like he's been consistently good every year. So
he's on the decline. He's on the decline, man.
Maybe it was more of a safe pick to be like, all right, well, I think at the worst, Travis Kelce will be decent. I don't think he's going to fall off a cliff completely this year, unless he gets injured, knock on wood, but he should be okay. And then Nico Collins was kind of a progressive pick, I'd say. I
feel like that's a safe pick.
That's a very busy wide receiver room with the Texans because think now they have Diggs, they have Tank Dell, they have Nico Collins, they have John Mechie who's coming back from, I think that guy had cancer or something, but now he's back. And like they're saying most teams, that guy's like a wide receiver 2 on a lot of different teams. And the Texans room, he's like a wide receiver 4. But I think last year, if you watch the games, Nico Collins was like CJ Stroud's guy.
He was open a lot too.
Yeah.
So he wasn't as locked in.
Yeah,
as the rest of the guys.
So I like Nico Collins a lot, but Jameer Gibbs, good value. I got DJ Moore in the 5th.
George Pickens.
Yeah, George Pickens in the 6th. He's like the wide receiver 1 now for the Steelers.
I wouldn't trust him with
Russ at quarterback.
But and with Justin Fields in the back and the secondary, I still wouldn't trust it.
I don't know. I think George Pickens is very talented, so I think they'll find ways to get him the ball, but
he needs to get the fuck out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What do you need to do?
It's true. Looking at my receiver picks, I think I went very boomer bust this year.
Oh, so, yeah, by far.
I mean,
if they didn't go for safe picks.
If they pan out this year, it'll be great. If not, then I mean, it won't be great, but
yeah.
Quarterback had to make the homer pick and take Jordan Love.
You fuck. I was literally going to draft him. Because when did I think I drafted.
You took the other quarterback.
I know. I think I had to take Burrow.
Yeah. You took Burrow because, all right, truth be told, I was looking at Burrow. You took him in like, the 5th round or something? Yeah, 5th. So I was looking at Burrow, and then I was going to take him maybe with the 6th there, but you took him. So then I was like, all right.
Burrow was a risk, honestly.
It was.
He's kind of a risk.
I feel like he's going to have a good year, though.
I'd hope so. If he doesn't, I'm going to be
healthy. If he's back to fully healthy, he's gonna have a good year.
Well, because didn't he like throw his elbow last year?
I know he had some type of injury last year. I don't remember what.
I don't remember what because I had him last year,
Yeah.
and he threw on a random play, and something just popped in his
Yeah.
throwing arm, and he was done.
But then,
I was
so
like, fuck.
it got to where Pickens was at, and then I was considering taking Love right there, but I was like, I think I probably can stretch it like the 4 extra picks. So then I took Pickens for the upside. Someone took, fucking Cooper took Malik Neighbors right before me. I was thinking about taking him, but Cooper got to him, and then I took Love. Hopefully he plays as well as he did at the end of the year last year. I've been watching a lot of or looking at a lot of Instagram comment sections. People have turned on Jordan Love a lot. They're
People hate Jordan Love.
they fucking, if you're not a Packers fan, people can't stand Jordan Love for some reason.
You want to know why? They can't stand that we get good quarterbacks.
That's what
They
it
can't
is.
stand our quarterback, the aura that we have.
Well, people are now crediting, which Matt LaFleur is a great head coach, and his system is amazing. His system is amazing, but they're trying to credit the whole thing to
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, they're trying to be like, well, Jordan Love's only good because Matt LaFleur's system is good.
No, you have to have a good quarterback with good ball placement.
Well, it tells me that, like, if you think Jordan Love is only good because of the system, you haven't watched the fucking Packers games last year.
You didn't.
You haven't
You just
seen
watched
the
the
throws.
highlights.
Yeah, exactly. He only throws to guys wide open. What about the ones where you squeeze it into Christian Watson?
What about the Lions game on? It was just
throw to
before
Jaden Reed.
Yep.
Where he threaded the needle in between.
Yeah. Two Lions players. One was on Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
The other one was coming across. He threw it right in front of the Lions players. The one coming across.
What about, like, I swear to God, there was probably I can think of like 5 off the top of my head to Dobbs where he put it in the right place. Like, there was the one against the Panthers on the sideline where he put it in the right place.
Yep.
The one against the Saints where he put it in the right place. There's like 2 of them against the Steelers. The one against the Bears where he high pointed the ball perfectly above him in the corner of the end zone, and he came down with it. Like, are you accrediting that to the system?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I probably should eat my words on Brock Purdy with that one because I have called Brock Purdy a system quarterback. All right, Brock Purdy's slightly better than a system quarterback. He's not a system quarterback.
Yeah.
He's talented. I'll give him that. But
Mr. Irrelevant. That's why you don't like him, because he's Mr. Irrelevant. You're like, no, this joke.
I just couldn't believe he was good. I was like, this guy who was drafted last, and like he's out of like Iowa State, and he's like,
yeah, Iowa, out of all places to get drafted for football.
I'm like, this guy's somehow better than, because they had Trey Lance still too, right? When the guy they took first round, I was like, there's no way this guy's better than Trey Lance. Well, he is.
Lo and behold.
What do you know? But so then I didn't have this pick. I gave it to Cooper. He took Tony Pollard, but then I took Javonte Williams, which I like. He's the starting back in Denver right now. We'll see how they utilize him in the offense. Another kind of risky pick, but a pick I like, is Lad McConkey for the Chargers. He's a rookie this year. They have no one else at wide receiver. They have like Quentin Johnston and Joshua Palmer. Who is Herbert going to throw the ball to? He's going to throw it to the guy they took in the second round, McConkey. But I took him. I think he's going to be good. Hollywood Brown I took and then dropped because I changed my mind on him. I have a gripe with Marquise Brown too. I don't know if you remember a certain game where the Ravens and Lions played, like it was either 2 or 3 years ago. But I had Marquise Brown when he was a Raven and they played the Lions, and he dropped 3 touchdown passes. 3 of them. It's enough to drop 1 touchdown pass. How you drop 3 in a game? I was about ready to kill someone. I was pissed. But so I kind of changed my mind on him. I was like, I'm going to drop him. And then, so I took Herbert as a backup. I got Trey Benson, who's the backup to James Conner, who's supposedly supposed to be pretty good. So he's kind of more like a upside pick, not necessarily like a stable backup. But then we kind of just got to the point where I didn't really know who to take. So I took Brian Thomas, who's a rookie for the Jags. He's like wide receiver 2 or 3 on their team. So they drafted him first round, so they must have high hopes for him. So I kind of just went off of that. And then kicker, and then I picked up a defense off of waivers. I eventually dropped Hollywood Brown for Khalil Shakir, who I think is going to do decent in Buffalo. But
I'm pissed. You don't know what happened to me?
Whatever.
I was as I was dropping players to get my defense, I clicked. I wanted the Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
Somebody picked them up right before me. Like right after the draft, I was like, dude, I need defense. And I was running through. Fuck, someone picked it.
I forget who took him.
It was Nick. Nick would be the greasy little bastard to do that.
Dyson who took him, I think. I think it was Dyson, because I was like, You really want the Chiefs defense week 1 against the Ravens? I don't know. Me personally, never drafted defense. So I feel
And then I took the Lions against.
who the Lions play week 1.
Tell you here in 2 seconds.
So we got the Bears defense week 1. I think they play the Titans, and I'm okay.
They play the Rams.
Oh, that's not too bad. I mean,
Rams don't really have a whole lot going on.
they might be better this year than they were last year if Cooper Kupp's healthy.
Well, I guess I changed my mind. I changed my wording because they do got Puka. I need Puka to do good.
Yeah,
So I kind of fucked myself there.
Yeah, just a
for
bit.
week 1.
But yeah, get
But
on.
I mean, fumble recoveries.
Yeah,
If they just get Puka and Nakua passing touchdowns.
is that how that's gonna work?
I mean, if they pick the ball off from Matt Stafford
Yeah,
enough times, and then Puka gets enough touchdowns, it'll be great.
it just has to work exactly.
It could be that sloppy for the first game of the season. You never know.
It just only has to
Week
work
1s are wild. The first week is wild.
exactly how you want it to.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yep.
So we'll see about that.
I doubt it's going to happen, but I can wish in one hand.
Yeah, that's fair. I have the Bears defense. They play the Titans. I'm okay with that. I never draft defenses just because I feel like I stream defenses most of the year. I just pick up whatever defense matchup I like.
Yeah.
Unless you get the Niners defense or someone who has a really good defense, then maybe just run them for the first couple of weeks, and then eventually I would never hold 2 defenses. I don't think I could do that.
No.
So I would drop them if they get to a bye. But same thing with kickers. I'm never going to hold 2 kickers because one is a bye.
Well, I got Butker. He's supposedly supposed to be one of the best in the league this year. So
yeah, that's fair. I like Fairbairn. I feel like he's going to be all right. I hold specifically for I try to think of kickers that they still should be good, but teams that I feel like are going to put up a lot of points. So I feel like Texans kicker isn't okay with that. I feel like the Texans are going to put up a lot of points this year. But speaking of kickers, Packers have a new kicker apparently.
Yeah, we got rid of what's his name?
Anders Carlson's finally gone, and then they kept Greg Joseph, but now they're probably going to release him because they signed some other guy. I forget his fucking name. He's from the Titans preseason roster. So apparently the guy, he went 7 for 8 in the preseason. He made a kick from 59, and his only miss was a kick from 58. So it's pretty good. So hopefully they solve their kicker issues because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's where we lose a lot of our fucking points.
Oh yeah.
There's games where you're just kicking field goals back and forth, and when you can't make a field goal, even to put you up by 3, at the end of the game, say you're tied or you're down by 2. You need those extra points just to put you up.
And I feel like you should always kind of have that in your back pocket of being able to confidently say that hey, we only got to the 30 this drive or the 35.
We need to get a field goal.
Yeah, at least we know we can trot you out there and get 3. When you're getting that far in and you're questioning, well, are we even going to come away with anything here?
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling.
No.
That's not a good feeling when you're an NFL franchise. Or just a head coach in general, So I'm happy they got a new kicker. There's a couple of roster cuts too. Packers traded for Malik Willis, who's a backup quarterback now for Jordan Love. He was from the Titans, and he was a second-round pick, I think. He was a second-round pick that didn't pan out. And then they cut Sean Clifford, cut Michael Pratt.
Oh, they cut Clifford?
Clifford's back on the practice squad now, though.
Okay.
Not on the main roster. Michael Pratt did not get re-signed. Yeah, so, but then they had another pick, Kalen King out of Penn State, who was a corner, and he got cut, but he got signed back to the practice squad. But
oh, hey, let's talk about fucking A.J. Dillon being out for the year.
Oh, shit, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's got some neck injury.
Yeah, some neck stinger thing, IR whole year.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sucks. Got his jersey up here now, and I really don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but I feel like it's the end of the road for A.J. Dillon. And at least from the Packers, after this year, he'll probably sit on IR the whole year.
Well, he already got his, $1 million to this year or something?
Yeah, I think so.
They gave him $1 million this year guaranteed.
Yeah, and then Marshawn Lloyd will probably pop off, or Emmanuel Wilson will have a good year, and then they'll go, you can't really stay healthy. You're not really producing on the field. Sorry.
He'll always be a people's person.
AJ
A
Dillon
man
is like
of a man of
people
the
person.
yeah,
Yes.
he'll be a man of the culture here. And I don't care if he goes to the Vikings or something, as long as he comes back wearing a fucking Packers jersey, we'll be okay.
He should be in the Packers Hall of Fame. Hot take.
Okay, well, we're gonna throw Eddie Lacy up in there too.
Well, no, not Cheeseburger Eddie, but like I'm just saying
Cheeseburger Eddie.
for the stuff he's done off the field,
Yeah,
like what he's done for the community is
they'll
like
probably put
should
a
be
statue up
recognized.
for him.
At least give him like a plaque or something. You know,
Put him up in Lambeau.
maybe he should be just like a cliff note. You know, like a honorable mention. Be like, AJ Dillon did this. Good guy.
Put him up downtown.
I don't think they're gonna give him a statue.
Well, you got a whole bunch of other statues that I don't even know who the fuck they are.
It's all like old school stuff. Like,
Yeah, like before our time. Like,
but
how
they're
are
not
we-
gonna give AJ Dillon a statue. Like, they'd have to give like a franchise. Like Aaron Rodgers would probably get a statue. Whenever he officially retires and he gets nominated into the
You
Packers
think they're
Hall of
gonna?
Fame.
As I say, you think they're gonna retire his jersey?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Which I feel like teams need to be more relaxed on because you're gonna start running out of jersey numbers soon enough. But like, look at this is baseball, but the New York Yankees have so much retired jersey numbers that like they got guys on a baseball team out there wearing like 74 and like 96 like football numbers, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? But another thing I saw about that too, Malik Neighbors, who was wearing 9 for the Giants, he got drafted. 9 wasn't going to be like his official number. They gave him apparently the unretired number 1. I don't know who had number 1 in the Giants. Fucking Giants fans can crucify me for that for not
I
knowing.
doubt they're listening.
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
But Malik Neighbors got number 1 now, so pretty nice.
Interesting.
It's trendy. A lot of receivers like the flashy numbers.
Yeah.
Give him number 1. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else happened with the Packers recently. Jordan Love's giving out cleats. I saw he's
What?
giving out cleats to. Well, it's like a donation drive for. Apparently, he spoke at Green Bay West High School, and he said for every touchdown pass he throws this year, he's donating cleats to one football team, like one youth football team. So if he throws like 40 touchdown passes, he's giving out 40
teams.
40 teams.
Cleats.
Cleats, yeah.
That's actually insane.
That is
I
pretty.
bet you'd probably sign them all too.
Oh, that'd be dope too. If he
Like,
did
because some of these kids are big fucking kids. Like,
that. Yeah,
get
exactly.
them in size like 13, 14 shoes, like cleats. You know, sign them, put them in a box, lock them away.
Right. Well,
Imagine when that man wins 3 Super Bowls.
I think he's doing it mainly for playing, though. Like, I don't know if he's going to sign them. I mean, you could wear them.
Oh, yeah.
Signs them, but I think he's mainly just giving them out for playing. So
No,
like they don't have to pay the equipment costs for cleats. And like
Well, I remember in high school, I bought my own fucking cleats. Like,
yeah.
we didn't have.
And now he's probably going to give out like top of the line cleats.
I was gonna say he's gonna buy like the Nike, like all the linemen, the Nike ones, all the receivers, the fancy Nike Pros, or
At
whatever.
least it's like going to like just normal teams too. Because,
yeah,
like,
he should say no private schools.
yeah, I saw someone, it was on the NFL's page on Instagram, and someone was bitching, and they were being like, well, why give it to those teams, not give it to like, like it's not even ranked schools he's giving it to. And like, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the whole fucking point of the thing.
These private high schools that are ranked, they already have the money to fund these cleats on
They
this
got
like
millions of dollars stuffed away,
Dude,
probably
they're
hundreds of
getting
millions.
fucking speed flexes, extravagant fields, all the gear you could ever think of.
Yeah,
But now you're like people who just want to play football when they're in like high school, and they can get the opportunity now to get cleats instead of just shelling more money out to private schools. Like that might be the dumbest thing.
And it's not like fucking cleats are getting any cheaper. The economy's fucked right now, so
yeah.
You think for the parents out there who are like, well, shit.
Any
You're
little
gonna have to use You're gonna have to use last year's cleats, even though your feet don't fit in them very well, because we can't afford to get you a new pair.
Especially some of these kids who grow like they
grow like
growth spurt from like freshman to sophomore year, like sophomore to junior. Just like the O line. Think of the O line.
Oh my god!
Like you got a kid
you jump up shoe size and a half.
Yeah, you got a kid who just like probably just put like 4 inches on in height, and now he's like fucking 40 pounds heavier.
Yeah,
he had a growth spurt. And now you want him to fit into the same cleats he was wearing last year?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, right. Like it's good. It's good that he's doing that. So good for the community, but shit's wild. So
I really do wonder what happened to AJ Dillon's neck.
So did he get injured against the Browns?
I don't even know. They just said recent, like the other day, I just saw it was like breaking news. AJ Dillon's out for the year.
For the year. Yeah.
I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
It was very random.
Oh, want to know another thing I saw too? CD Lamb did get paid now. He got paid a lot of money.
Like 106 million or something, or 160 or something.
I was telling Cameron too that like I don't think CD Lamb's going to get traded. He's not going to get traded. They're just going to shell him
pay him. I remember you saying that, and then literally the next day that happened. I'm like, well, shit.
Jerry Jones is eventually going to bite the bullet. And the same thing's probably going to happen with Brandon Ayuk on the 49ers. These owners, they cave into the pressure, they bite the bullet and go, okay, here's your money.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why these fucking contracts are so high.
We couldn't do that with Jones, though.
No.
Imagine if we had Jones and Jacob in the backfield this year. You know how fucking greasy that'd be?
Yeah, but Packers aren't shelling out that money. The Packers are like the one franchise that they don't have an owner, so like, do the stockholders really want to? What do they want? You know,
stockholders. Everybody in Green Bay wants a fucking Super Bowl. That's what we want.
Yeah, doesn't everyone? Doesn't everyone? But I don't know. I think it's better that they moved on from Jones. But fair enough.
No,
that's why you got Jones in your fantasy. Oh no, Mason has Jones in his fantasy. Mason's trying to ship Jones already. You want to trade for him or no?
Fuck no.
So the Aaron Jones guy doesn't want to trade for Aaron Jones.
No, he fucking made me burn it. I didn't burn it, but I burnt my money on a fucking $130 jersey, you fucking bastard.
You just got to find whoever wears 33 next and then replace the nameplate on it.
Tape over it.
Duct tape on there.
Yeah.
On there.
Who's 33 this year? Just tape over it.
Yeah.
With like black Sharpie. Just, yep. Good.
They'll give away his number eventually. I feel like Aaron Jones. Oh, well, actually, Aaron Jones might be a Packers Hall of Fame contender once he retires, honestly.
Randall Cobb needs to go in the Hall of Fame.
Randall Cobb should too.
Packers Hall of Fame.
Doesn't Aaron Jones lead like a lot of the rushing stats for the Packers? And like,
I think so.
Or he's at least up there.
He's up there. He's top 10 for sure.
So maybe I don't think they're ever going to retire his number. I feel like that's a bit far.
No, but if they put him in the Packers Hall of Fame,
he'll probably make it in there, I would guess.
Because Jordy's up there, right?
Jordy, I think he's in the Packers Hall of Fame.
That's what I thought. I remember a few years ago
they didn't retire his number though.
No.
Romeo Dobbs has it, which Romeo Dobbs, basically Black Jordy Nelson.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. He's good. Romeo Dobbs is good.
He's good. We don't really have bad receivers.
No.
They're all like, I'd say there's bad, there's shitty, there's bad, there's okay, there's good, there's better, and then there's best.
Yes.
I feel like we have good to better.
Yeah, I'd say good to better. All across the board, it's good and better. Like, if they're not casting a very wide net talent-wise. Like, you don't have, the bell curve is, like, pretty small. You don't have any guy that's, like, way above the others, and you also don't have any guy that's way
below the others. Yeah.
They're all pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, which makes it good because you don't know who you got to cover mainly.
What's great for us as fans, as Packers fans, kind of sucks for fantasy if you have a Packers receiver because you don't really know who the main guy is. But I feel like kind of how the cookie crumbles.
If any of the top 3 are pretty much a safe pick.
Yeah, you go Watson, Dobbs,
Reed, Watson, Dobbs. I feel like you're pretty good. Like if you see Watson's having a slump, Reed and
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs are gonna have a good game or a good couple games, and
I'm definitely more of a Dobbs and Reed guy than a Watson guy, honestly. But
yeah,
it's just me personally. I don't.
Watson had a rough season another year.
He makes flashy plays every now and then, but he just can't stay healthy.
Christian
Watson.
He drops a lot of passes that he should get.
And it will say he's gotten better at it.
A lot better.
I remember my gripe being last year with Watson is that for his frame, for him being like 6'3",
he's a big receiver.
Not use his frame to go up for the ball at all.
No,
and he's gotten better at it. But like anytime he now does go up for it, he comes down, he gets fucking injured. He like tweaks his knee or something, or pulls a hamstring. Like he's just very fragile. Maybe Watson needs to put weight on, and that might sacrifice some of his speed. But maybe he needs to put weight on.
It's better to have a tough bully receiver that can get up in the air and make plays than a super fast guy who. Because if you can bully your way to the end zone, you're scoring every time.
Yeah, I feel like Watson is like, if he did that, he's kind of like the extra piece to the trifecta that would work out perfectly.
Reed's the fast one.
Reed is the speed guy. He's the explosive one on big plays. Watson would be like the jump ball guy, like physical, take care of
Big
it up
body.
in the air, like just throw it up to him. And then I see Dobbs as like the sure-handed possession guy who
If you need
know
a
is going to
first
come
down,
with it.
you
know?
got it.
Like,
Well, we can't forget about Dontavian Wicks.
And Wicks is the wild card, man. He's all of it. He's all of it.
He's the trifecta. He's the three-piece combo.
I think he's pretty good too as like a possession guy, like sure-handed. He has really good hands, I will say.
Yeah.
But he's also got a little bit of speed, and I mean he's kind of physical. So
yeah, no, he's got the speed to back up what he's putting down, I should say.
Yeah, I'd say so. So I mean, pretty good offensive team. And Bo Melton. Bo Melton made the roster.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he made the roster for the first time in his career. Because technically last year he was at an elevation off the practice squad. So it's pretty good. I get that guy.
What is Bo Melton again? Is he a receiver?
Receiver. Yeah. So should be a good team this year. We'll see.
That's a name I completely forgot about. Bo Melton.
Bo motherfucking Melton.
God damn, I haven't heard his name in a while.
Yeah. And then who else made Malik Heath made the roster too.
Yeah.
That guy, 18. He like made that one catch against the Giants last year to when they tied it up. But then they lost it because Tommy DeVito went down the field and scored. God, that was one of the worst games I've ever watched. But you know, what do you do?
Who's our safety we just picked up our corner? Xavier Ward, right?
Xavier
McKinney.
Worthy. Oh, McKinney, you're right. I'm thinking of the Chiefs guy, Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
We have Xavier McKinney.
I feel McKinney's going to do pretty well this year.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that now we have I feel like we were getting burned in the corner and safety position pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's just from what I've noticed. I hope that this offseason they focus more on defense and special teams because our offense is pretty good. There's not much you can do to make it better.
Yeah.
Okay. If we just get our defense better and our special teams better, we'll be good.
I think that we've taken a good approach at defense this year, but there's definitely improvement that we could do. Like safety, I like that they brought in McKinney. This can be nice because they switched from a 3-4 to a 4-3 with Jeff Halfley. And now the edge rushers are going to have their hand in their dirt. They're going to be more focused on pass rushing. They're not going to be dropping back into coverage at all.
Well, like you can't have Preston Smith on pass coverage.
It just makes no sense.
No, he's a big boy. He's meant to get in there and get the fucking ball.
Yeah, he's not a pass coverage guy. Rashawn Gary is a pure rusher. He's a power rusher. You're not going to have him dropping back into coverage at all. Like
no.
And now you can have a single high safety or allows the corners to play man coverage, and you can trust them in that. Like Jair Alexander, pretty good in man coverage.
Yeah.
Eric Stokes, I don't know enough about him to like say he's bad.
He did good when he needed to do good, but he also failed when we needed him to do good. Yeah. He's kind of like a 50-50.
And he's been on and off the field too. Like he hasn't been super healthy. I feel like honestly on defense, corner is probably our weakest position right now because we have Jair, but then you have like Stokes, who's kind of
he's meh. He's average.
I can't. Why am I forgetting the other name?
I'm forgetting it too. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't remember it. But the whole like you have Jair way up here, and then the rest of the guys are like, well,
I kind of wish we would have picked up a corner this draft. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we could have used the second one, which I think they'll probably bring Javon Boulder down and play him in nickel. So he'll probably play like slot corner a lot. He's a good safety, but he probably could play slot corner too. They drafted Evan Williams, who will probably, I don't know if he can play nickel or not, but he's a pretty good tackler, so I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But inside linebacker's pretty good now too, so we're set on that.
Yeah.
Quay Walker, Hedrick Cooper, and Eric Wilson. So I mean that's a good group. But I hope that Lucas Van Ness, he showed like some actual kind of must last year. Like he's looked like he was actually a little bit promising. So hopefully he has a jump here this year and he really kind of takes it to the next level, but we'll see.
Hopefully.
So yeah, that's the Packers deep dive, baby. That's pretty much what the back half was here. It's Packers deep dive, which
I mean,
that's what it is.
Our viewers are local.
Yeah, when you live in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So all you talk about Packers. So
I know my brother listens, and I know he probably wants me to talk about the Lions, but I don't follow the Lions.
Well, I'll tell you what about the Lions. They're gonna finish fourth in the division this year. I'm just kidding.
No, they're gonna finish probably first or second.
Yeah, they'll take first or second.
It's gonna be the battle for last. Is gonna be between the Bears and the Vikings.
If you were to have Goff or Love, who would you rather have?
Love.
I'd really take Love too. Like Goff is good, but I'd rather take Love.
Goff has been consistent.
I will say that.
Goff won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's played very well. I'll give him that. He's done better in moments, and he's done what he's been asked to do in the Lions offense. I would say that. But
I see the Lions going a lot farther than they went last year, actually.
Super Bowl this year or no?
That'd be pretty tits, but we're going to kick their ass in the wild card.
If you were to give a realistic prediction on the Super Bowl this year, who do you think?
Ravens, Packers. Let's do it.
That'd be pretty dope. Ravens, Packers would be pretty dope. If I can't pick the Packers to go in there,
I'd want to see the Lions there. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Lions, Ravens, Super Bowl would be killer.
Lions, Ravens would be pretty good.
That'd be a battle of the dogs, battle in the trenches.
When the Niners get there again.
Niners, Ravens? Like it was supposed to be last year?
Yeah, fuck it. Give me no, I'm doubling down. This is what I'm doing. I doubled down last year. I said that it was going to be 49ers Bengals. Give me 49ers Bengals again this year.
49ers Bengals this year?
That's my call this year. And then Niners win it though this time. I think I picked the Bengals to win last time. Niners win it.
Okay, I'm going to do a hot take. I'm going to do Lions and I know it's Ravens, but Lions. Let's do Lions Bengals.
That'd be pretty
That'd
good.
be a
Lions,
really
Bengals.
good Super Bowl.
I actually would really like to see that Super Bowl.
Lions. If you had a Lions Ravens or a Lions Bengals Super Bowl, it'd be insane. Either one would be a good matchup.
I think the biggest knock on Lamar is they don't know if he can get him over the hump in the playoffs. Like I don't know if he can get them there, which I would like to see Lamar in the Super Bowl and the Ravens. But I don't know. That's maybe they're right. Maybe he can't.
Didn't Lamar get really lean this year?
He did.
Didn't he lose like
lean.
40 pounds or something, or like 20 pounds or something?
So it can be a lot faster. I think that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a lot more quick, even though
he's fast as fuck already.
If Lamar was quote unquote slow before, I don't know what I am then. Like I must be like a snail.
Yeah, we're snail slow.
Like if that's slow by his standards, I don't know what to tell you. So, but no, Lamar should be back this year better than ever. So, but yeah, I think we'll probably put a bow on it here. 42 minutes in,
wrap it up, stuff her deep, eh?
Yeah. Oh, I will say, got the Luke Musgrave shirt. I was talking to you about this before, but know what I do like about this shirt is that even if Luke Musgrave sucks and he gets cut from the team, if you give it about 10 years, this will be like an obscurely cool shirt. It'd be like, this guy's got a Luke Musgrave shirt.
Look at this fucking guy.
That throwback right there.
I feel like it's always cool to buy like the odd jerseys. Like you get like the weird names or like people who do good for a season or two. Like in another 10 years, like if I whip out the Eddie Lacy jersey, people are gonna be like, "Oh, cheeseburger Eddie!"
You pulled out an Eddie Lacy jersey.
I have one. It's at my mom's house. It's at my house in Michigan.
You gotta wear it one day. That's like where it comes back around. Like that's actually fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like if you just get these guys who are like kind of mid, like if you were wearing a Julius Peppers Packers jersey, I would be like, no fucking way.
I think my brother, someone I know had one, and it pisses me off because it would be great to see another one.
Yeah. And Julius Peppers wasn't even bad with the Packers, but it's just like such an obscure thing because he like. What do you think of Julius Peppers? Do you think of him as a Packer?
No.
I think of him as a Bear or a Panther.
Yeah.
Like more Bear just because that was my era, but I don't. I know he played 2 years with the Packers. I just can't think of him as a Packer. You know, that's the thing.
Like, he did a really good on the Packers when he played for the Packers. He did good his whole career.
Yeah, he just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, but if you're wearing like what's another one? Just something weird.
Donald Driver.
A Donald Driver jersey. I feel like that's more like Packer legend though, but
true.
It's fair.
What about BJ Raji?
BJ Raji would be sick. If you were in a BJ Raji jersey, I'd be like, that's dope.
That'd be pretty killer.
If you had like a remember Peyton Hillis for the Browns? He was a running back, like big burly like running back. I'd be like, if you had a Peyton Hillis Browns.
What about a Brian? What was it? I don't know how to say his last name. Crusher.
What?
Played for the Texans.
Cushing?
Cushing, yeah, Brian Cushing.
A Brian Cushing jersey. It's just crazy to see people who are like, what if you had like remember Darrelle Revis played for the Jets? What if you had a Darrelle Revis Patriots jersey when he like played with them randomly for a year?
That'd be wild.
That's insane. But it's like cool though, because it's just shit you don't see.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see. I like to see people wear jerseys where it's just like, what the fuck? Why do you even have that?
Like when the fuck did you buy this?
Like an Adrian Peterson like Seahawks jersey for like the
Oh.
short time you play with them. I'd be like, why do you even have that? And like that's dope, but why do you even have that?
Yeah.
That's the peak of sports jerseys.
Oh,
That's what you
man.
need to collect is just obscure sports jerseys of like just
Oh,
guys. You're like, why? Why do you
this
have
is this is completely off topic, but I just thought since we're collecting things, you remember when JJ signed
that?
the
Yeah,
camera? I want to get that picture, like on a poster or
Ooh.
something, and put it on the wall.
That'd be pretty sick.
That clip, that whole like 5 second clip, goes insanely hard.
JJ signed in the poster.
Yeah, he's just
like the
no,
camera.
the
The
camera
camera lens is what it was. Yeah, that's so sick. I like that.
That should have been the opening to NCAA 25.
That's what it should have been. But
I don't care if you hate Michigan or not. You can't not say that it would have been fucking sweet.
it would have been pretty.
Even if
sweet,
you're an
yeah.
Ohio State fan, that still would have been fucking sweet. And I know Ohio State people hate Michigan, and I hate them right back.
There you go. Fair
But
enough.
Still, even if it was an Ohio State like quarterback, okay, even if he was doing that, I'd be like, that's pretty fucking
Right.
sick.
Week 1 of college football is this weekend too.
Oh,
Week 0 was last week.
I'm so excited.
Georgia Tech beat Florida State. I saw it. And then FCS school, Montana State beat New Mexico, which is pretty dope too. But Michigan plays this weekend, I think. Fresno State, I think.
I
They
think
play.
so.
So I mean, they should win that pretty easily. But
I'm so excited.
I'm looking forward to watching some of that. So that should be fun. We'll have to maybe touch on that next week too.
Getting itchy.
Getting the itches.
Getting the itch.
I don't know if Wisconsin plays yet. I actually haven't looked, so I need to see who's on the
I don't
schedule.
remember if they play or even who they play.
Yeah,
Pretty sure they play this weekend though.
they'll probably play like some bum team or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what they usually do to start it out, but that's how it goes. So,
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Now we're wrapping the bow on it. That was
Yep.
just a little pretense.
Little icing on the cake, you know.
Yeah. Now this is the sprinkles, and this is it.
Buy some Rogue Energy.
Yeah.
Don't have the ad read, and for another week where I don't have the ad read, but it's like the code's like Hardcount Heroes, I think. So 10% off. Get it?
Yeah, it's good. Good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. We're going home. We're done. I'm
Night-night.
already home. But yes, goodbye.